This is the Lessons Learned, No Guarantees podcast, where we talk about current events, parenting, marriage, relationships, feelings. Aw, that's cute. No topic too insignificant to discuss and speak with some of the best humans on the planet. They will keep it real and keep it moving.
Yo, once again, lessons learned, no guarantees. My man, Jose, popping it, yo. On today's podcast, we have two special guests in the building. That is Linda and Sonia. Give it up for Linda and Sonia, yo.
Yeah.
Say hi, ladies. Introduce yourselves.
Hi, I'm Sonia, 36-year-old female Latina.
Ooh,
Latinx.
It's spicy.
Sorry, sister, but it's Latinx.
Oh,
and I'm
there you
Linda,
go. There you
little sis, 27 years old.
There you go.
All right.
Let them
So
know
we got
you're
a couple
legal.
sisters
Let
on
them know
the show?
you're legal.
Okay.
She's too
So-
young for you, bro.
She's too young for you.
To
Hey,
my left,
she's
we got
taken.
our regular
calm
Mr.
down.
Marky Mark in the
Yo.
building.
In the house.
And we got the newcomer, white boy Jose.
Hey, I just go by Jose. Don't listen. Nassim out there. I just go by Jose.
My homie.
Even though that man was a couple shades darker than I
Yeah,
am,
no.
I don't know.
Black
So, guys, today's topic is going to be dating in the COVID-19 era. Now, not only just dating, we are going to look at this from the perspective of single people, married people, dating people, and in between people.
Get it to know
Now,
each other.
I got a question.
I'm not going to tell you who's in between, but go ahead, Mark.
I mean, like, dating? Don't that mean you got to go on a date or do something like?
Absolutely. So that's why we're going to dive into it, because a lot of people go into virtual dates. A lot of people risk it and actually meet up. Oh yeah. So that's that, you know.
Have you risked it?
Oh,
I have.
Good question,
I
Sonia. Good
risked
question.
it. Definitely brought my lifestyles with me, because I would never risk it that way.
Don't they pop?
Wait, do
Not
they,
for you?
Do they pop?
Oh.
I don't know.
Okay.
A lot of I'm gonna say this. A lot of motherfuckers buy Magnums, right? Thinking
What are
thinking
those?
thinking that
That
they're
don't
impressing
fit.
somebody. Listen, Magnums fit me too, except Magnums XL is what y'all motherfuckers fail to realize is the joint. Yeah.
I didn't say anything about that.
He diving a little
So
bit.
tell
into
us,
it.
what's the difference? No,
Well,
South
okay,
Is it the feel?
So the Magnums have that
Perception.
perception, reputation that they are the larger size condoms, when in fact they're not. The Magnums XL are the ones that are larger. So when you come with a Magnum, shorty thinks she about to get a fucking AK-47, and you pull out a fucking 38
It's the
special.
Glock.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's
Nigga
not
come in with the
happening.
22.
Wow.
Right.
Like, she like, what the pew, Magnum.
You better not have a 22.
with the
yo.
pew,
God.
Yo, this shit came over the 22 and got a Magnum on it. That's crazy. That is so disappointing. As a woman, like, I feel bad for the situation.
But
Well, I don't know,
I was
ladies.
gonna say,
tell me
let's
what
talk
you
to the ladies.
Let's honestly,
Tell
I
me
want to
what
hear
you
y'all
talk to the
opinion.
ladies.
Has that?
Please.
what's
What's
your
I mean,
opinion?
I don't want to get too personal.
Hold on.
Like,
No. We getting personal.
Hold on,
Okay,
guys. Hold
has
on,
it
guys.
happened?
I want to ask this.
Go
So
for it.
when a man, you expected a 9mm, right? And it ends up being a 38 special, or it ends up being a 22 or a 25.
22 is
right?
really bad.
22 is really bad.
Pew, pew.
But it ends up being like, let's say a 9mm, a 38 special, or a 25. How do you guys compensate for that? Like, does this Bama have to have like a whirling tongue, or what's going on?
Yeah,
with that?
yeah.
Yeah, he's got a. Okay, let me.
Yeah. What
Let
happens?
me let y'all speak. Fuck. What
Yeah,
am I
let-
talking
let-
about?
let them
Sorry, I
do it.
gotta think about
I
that.
want to hear this.
I think yes. Personally,
There you go.
Wait. Wait. To me, both things matter. Okay, but I've had stories, females talks. I do have an all girls chat as well, like you guys.
All right now.
There you go.
And they do say,
Just
some
the
say
fellas.
nope, automatically that matters. They're out. Others say yeah.
They're willing to work
Personality.
with it?
They're really
Okay.
to work with it. It's not
Okay.
about the size. It's how they move it. Emotion.
So the motion in the boat.
Ocean in the
Exactly.
ocean.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Me too.
So
Somebody told me that.
Yeah, I've
so
heard
it's
that.
just
Somebody
not.
told me.
So
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
just not that, but I mean, it doesn't matter.
I thought she was trying to make me feel better.
Look, ladies, you got to get yours however. Like,
Get
I'm
it
just
where you
saying,
live.
If it's not what you were looking for, but you're in the moment,
Get
then
your toy.
Do what you got to do.
You
Reverse
gotta,
it,
you gotta
you know?
go fishing for what you looking for, huh? That's
Yeah,
what
get
you're
it, get it yourself. However,
You teach
need
you
to.
teach a man how to what is it?
How to fish.
How to fish?
Yeah.
He'll eat for
He'll eat for a
a
lifetime.
lifetime.
If
But
you-
if you teach him,
If you give him
give him a
fish,
fish,
if you
He'll
give him a
for a
fish,
night.
that's
He'll
what
eat
the
for a
fuck.
day.
That's what I'm looking
Jesus
for.
Christ.
I got you,
he
bro.
That's what I'm
butchered-
looking
got
for.
you.
Oh,
he butchered
Zay.
that
See
saying.
how I was
know what
all
you
backwards with it right there, man.
Listen, he butchered that saying.
Yeah,
That was a 22.
Of course, man. You know,
Pew, pew.
that's why you pew pew. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You do it better.
So do you guys? Okay, wait, that might have been too personal.
No, go ahead.
But like,
no,
do you
go
guys
for it.
know that men that struggle that are like,
Or do you know that girls fake it?
Oh, yeah, I know girls fake
Never
it.
knew that. Look,
Oh.
I definitely know girls fake.
somebody told
Like,
me.
I don't
that.
trust girls. Like,
All right.
I be like, I
So
try to make sure.
at my age, I'm 42. The only struggles I hear about are about motherfuckers getting it up.
whiskey.
ED.
Whiskey.
Right?
Oh, that's
It's
a
real.
thing. Yeah.
She
The
said
whiskey.
she said ED, erectile dysfunction
called
for
the
all
whiskey.
you boys and girls at home.
The nurse. the
Nah,
nurse.
let me keep it real. Your shit just don't get hard.
Nah, it could be a man. You know what? The
I
whiskey.
mean, it's the same thing. Your shit just don't get hard.
All right,
Like,
so I've heard, okay, that once you hit 40, 39, 40,
No, I
41,
don't know.
42, your testosterone starts actually going down, right?
facts.
So I started taking some supplements, right?
Hey,
And to be honest with
what you taking, bro?
stiff night.
Nugenics. So
I seen
basically,
the commercial.
shout out to Nugenics. You can send me free samples if you like.
Nah, they gonna have to send us a check.
That's a stiff night applause right
Get it up.
So basically, I started taking Nugenics. Not only did I have more energy at work,
Okay.
and I had way more energy at work. I would wake up with a stiffy, and that hadn't happened since I was like 31 or 32
This
years
nigga
old.
getting a check on the side.
there. Yeah, I'm about to say he sound like the motherfucking
So,
advertiser.
You sound like
so
King-
is that
can I
why
get a
they
couple
say
of
over the
Nugenics?
hill?
I
Like
mean,
that's
I
it.
got
like
some at home. I can
advertisement
hook
for
you
the
up.
How long
Nugenics.
did it take to work?
Overnight.
And go ahead and
One.
go
So
ahead-
you took one Nugenics and then you had to.
No, you're supposed to take 3. So I took 3, and then the next night, I was like very energetic. The next day, I woke up and I had a fucking hard on.
Shout out to
He
the,
thought it was hard, on,
Hey, yo.
but she didn't.
Shout out,
She did.
shout out to
the
our studio
studio.
engineer, who's a fucking bitch.
Shout out to the studio engineer on
Nice,
that one.
nice.
Studio engineers on the floor, yo.
Okay, nah, but that's the thing. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah,
All
that's
right.
a Nugenics thing,
Nugenics.
my guy.
I mean, listen,
Nah, nobody.
I've never had any shortcomings, but why don't you nip a problem in the bud
Before it starts.
Before it starts.
Nah, it's a fact.
Exactly.
That's real. Yo, I was lying about ED years before I even knew what that was.
That's a thing.
Uh-huh.
To doctors,
You had a limp noodle.
What?
like on God, like lying.
Are
I'm
you-
like, listen, I'm just
So
having
it's like,
struggles.
Mark, are you sexually active?
Yes, doctor, I am. I've been having some struggles.
Now,
You got it.
let me ask you this: is it easier to tell a female or a male doctor about an ED problem?
Doesn't matter.
I'm
Yeah.
like,
That
nigga, at
shouldn't
this
be.
point, you the doctor.
Now, I would rather tell a dude
Nah, man.
that
Doesn't
my
matter.
Why?
shit don't get hard than a woman because
No,
Why?
Bro,
so
you telling me when you was a kid and you went to get a physical,
what kind of woman is this?
with the
Yeah.
doctor who's
What kind
a
of woman
female.
we
You trying to
talking
hook
about?
up with the doctor?
No. I'm talking
Nah,
about
I mean-
I'm a kid.
I'm just asking what kind of doctor this is, honestly.
Hey,
A
this
pediatric
is your
doctor.
your general
And she's a woman.
physician, your
But no,
general
I mean
physician.
like how she look and all. Like
all right, let's say
you in
this,
the play.
all right, let's say you trying to impress us, right? You don't want
She
to
kinda
tell
cute.
her that your shit don't get hard, right?
Right? Nah.
You want to tell her maybe I got some blood pressure problems or some shit like that.
All right, so now
Okay.
you
Take it.
so really, I'm speaking from experience here. When
Talk
I,
to
Oh
I
shit!
talk about, I was a kid. I was a kid. I was taking my physical. My doctor happened to be a female, and I did feel some type of reluctant to let her examine me.
See, I knew
Then
it.
it got to the point where I was like, you know what, this is my doctor.
I see.
She gotta do her thing.
Yeah.
So she gonna press and feel on whatever she want to feel
I
on.
got it.
See, I would think differently. I would think, say, if it was a male doctor and say you do have ED and they do want to examine,
Oh, but see, I'm talking
because it
about
is
kids.
blood flow.
Yeah.
And
What
they're
about a
going to
male
check your
doctor?
BP and everything, but say they do want to examine, they're going to examine your other parts, your scrotum, everything else. And then a male is going to be touching and assessing you. Would you guys feel comfortable like that?
She is going to assess
I said
you,
he.
or he is going to assess you by
Okay.
sticking his finger
Nah.
up your
Nah, you didn't go
Oh,
there.
man,
You're
that-
So that had literally, hold on,
But
let
to
me
be
speak on it.
honest,
David, what's
on
the
the,
sound
on the
effect for
other
left?
way around, I wouldn't
Hey, what-
want a male doctor
What's the
looking at
sound
my
effect for
hoo-ha.
going left with
I'll
the
tell you one
conversation?
thing. I'll tell you one thing. If I was being checked for, like, let's say prostate cancer, right? And like a doctor has to stick his finger up your ass
Mhm.
and check, I would rather it be a very thin, small,
Feminine. Yeah.
feminine
Good
doctor.
answer.
Wow, this is
Good
really
answer.
Hey,
Good answer.
hey.
Good answer.
This is extra specific,
Good
sir.
answer. Good answer.
Very
Sir.
extra specific. Can you imagine
Sir, is this a fantasy?
a big trunk?
This is starting to sound like a fantasy
Can
at this
you
point.
can you imagine a trunk fingered male doctor?
Nah, brother. I can't imagine.
Hell no.
I can't imagine.
I want some like very.
You don't want Dylan's finger up your butt when
I don't
you're
want.
checking?
Well, first of all, I don't want any finger up my ass, right? But if I do
It's
have to
necessary.
have one out of health's sake, I would rather it be the smallest, tiniest fucking finger available in the market.
Keisha,
in the market.
got you. So me personally,
You've had it done before.
I mean, I had a man,
Have you had?
examine my jam skeeter. He ain't stick his finger in my butt, and I wasn't with it, and I wouldn't have been with it,
Okay.
right? Like I
All
wouldn't
right.
have been with it at all.
You know
But
where?
like I was like, look, I don't want to have no more kids. Davey told me to come to you, and
you got.
so I got a
recommend-
good friend that told me basically, if you don't want to have no more kids, like
Hello.
you gotta tie this joint up,
Oh.
right? And so he told me to go to a certain kind of doctor. I think it was called like a urologist or something. So I went
But
to the
you know,
doctor.
Davey's doctor
you're
didn't work
gonna get it.
the first time around.
I didn't go to his doctor, but like I went to a doctor.
Okay.
And like, so basically we went there. I told him, he's like, hey, you having kids? I'm like, yeah, I got 3. He's like, okay. And then he asked me all these questions, like if I'm sure, kind of like making sure, right? And so once we got that through, he was like, okay, let me take a look. I'm like, that's a thing?
So after he made a mental profile of
Yeah.
who you were,
He needed to see it.
You need to
Yeah.
be sure
he
first.
needs
had
to
to make
see
a
it, yeah.
profile in his head of who
But-
you were. And
But
then,
I really didn't understand like what he needed to see, but I've never been one shy to show it. So
right.
I mean, I whipped it out. He did a tug, a pull, looked at me. He was like, it looks fine. I was like, I took the opportunity. I was like, well, doc, sometimes I get stressed and things get difficult.
Oh, what does stress do to your
Urethra?
Wow.
Well, what does stress do to you when it comes to sexual performance?
It really don't do much to me,
Yeah, I
but
was gonna
like
say,
I
what
wanted
does
some
it
pills
do?
to make me extra hard. And so stress is a factor in ED. So that's how you tell a doctor to get what you want.
Sounds like you
I'm
fact
trying to give everybody to play.
See, okay, so for a female perspective, my personal opinion as far as male female with a gynecologist,
Mm.
I actually
oh my God.
feel
you guys get invaded.
yeah, but
Yeah,
actually
that's
we
a
get
violation.
see, okay, so my perspective might be different from my sister since she hasn't had kids, but I feel like male gynecologists are more gentle. Yes. Female gynecologists, I mean, my current one, I must say she's great. But during the 3 labors, the female ones, they were like rough. They're in and out doing whatever they got to do. I mean, I'm like, yo.
Can I ask you
So
something?
they don't know how to touch.
So, you're married. Does your husband prefer whether it's a male or a female gynecologist? Does he
question,
have a
good question.
preference?
He's told me female,
Good
but
question. Good question.
at this point, it's my choice.
Exactly, but he told you female. You have just revealed to us that males are more gentle, yet you have a female gynecologist.
Well, now, because we did move,
Does it have to
Found-
do with your husband's choice?
No, nothing at all. It was just her first availability, needed to get it done. I met her, we got good rapport, and she's great,
Is she gentle?
I mean, she is gentle as the man.
Yeah, she's very sweet and gentle.
No, I mean, it's like the same, a little bit better or equal.
I mean, I'm comfortable with both. I think once you had a child, your whole vision, thought of everything, it's like you're done.
But I don't have children,
Okay.
so I felt
She's
like
I don't
I
have the children.
Still works.
I don't have I mean,
It actually works.
I preferred a woman because I had so many questions that a male I just like can't relate to and can't answer. So a woman will be able to tell me what I need to know.
I mean, they're gonna know more female, but as like
They can relate though.
Who can
in
relate?
certain things.
A woman.
A woman can relate
certain
more to
things,
what you're going
but they'll
through.
go to medical school and they
Yeah.
all know the foundation of your body in a
There you
sense.
go. That's
But
where
they
your
might
expertise
be
will come in.
understanding in certain parts.
What do they-
I guess it's just comfortability.
Wait a minute.
Hey
though.
guys,
To be honest, if I was given the choice between an A student in medical school that was a female to like mess with my junk, or a C student that was a male to mess with my junk, I would take the C student because
you're like
You're the
males messing with your
experiment.
junk.
You're the
he
experiment.
knows what my joint is. You know what I'm saying?
Not seeing C's
love
get
that.
degrees.
On that
C's
Pride
get
month.
degrees.
Pride month, C's. Yeah, Pride month.
C's
Yeah.
get what?
It's Pride month.
Degrees.
These get degrees.
You wouldn't know
Rainbow
what
color.
your doctor had. And
She's
you
fine.
wanna,
She agrees with your C's.
Nah,
your,
she
your
agrees.
male C's.
Listen,
doctor.
I said if I had the choice. I didn't say that we can tell if fucking doctors get A's or B's
No.
or C's. All right.
Nobody
Nah,
said
like
that either.
I just want to go with the dude any step in that.
general.
Like if I had a choice, and you even tell me if she is cute, but I still want her tugging on my mammy. Like
Tugging on my mammy.
So wait,
It's a
question
new
to you
one.
guys. Since you guys asked me,
Yeah.
how would you guys feel?
brand new name.
How would you guys feel? I mean, do you
I feel
guys
about what?
What do you
about
want
your
for your wife?
spouse's partner?
From a male perspective, right? You
Still mad.
always have in the back of your mind that
A
thought
male
that
image.
you do not want a dude fooling around in your girl's hoo-ha, right? However, if I was given the choice between a very excellent gynecologist that was a male and a very poor gynecologist that was a female,
You see, now you
I would pick the male. However,
But now you're referencing that the female gynecologist is a poor guy.
Just let him set us up.
All right.
Bad, bro. That's
We got this.
bad.
So like I wouldn't rate her as poor. But if I had to just choose off poor or excellent service, like I would go with the excellent.
Or second question, sorry to interrupt
Go
you.
ahead, Sam.
Same thing with massage.
Oh,
Massage, I wouldn't
Would
care.
you
let's talk
let-
about that.
Massage, I wouldn't care because I wouldn't expect any different if I'm
Well,
getting a massage.
Would
I
you
need
guys-
a man
Oh,
masseuse.
you talking about for you?
I
Would you
Oh,
guys
for
be
your girl.
comfortable
No.
with a male masseusing you guys?
That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Because how would you feel if a woman was massaging you, bro?
I would
You can't
rather
take it that
I would
way.
rather
I ain't
a
say all
male.
Yeah,
I'm not
nah,
co-signing none of this.
I'm fine.
I want a female to massage me simply because there is a certain level of relaxation that you are not going to be able to achieve.
No, that's not the question. That's not the question. That's not the question. That's not the question.
What is the
The
question?
question was, how would you feel if your spouse or your significant other was massaged by a person of a different sex? Not you, my dude. I would pick a female every time.
All
I
right.
wouldn't
Okay.
pick a male.
I'm
and
going to
no
say
time
something.
whatsoever.
I'm going to
It's-
say something.
If your
that's
significant other or your spouse
right.
was getting a massage, would you be comfortable with if it being
I'm mad.
the opposite sex?
Yeah, I got you.
If it was in a setting such as a chiropractor's office, a very professional, like let's say a sports rehabilitation office, right? I wouldn't care if it
You'd
was
be fine with
a
that?
female or a male. Now, if my spouse goes and
You wait in the lobby while she closes the door in the back?
seeks out some sort of therapy on her own that isn't designated by another doctor or some sort of injury, then yes, I am going to be very peculiar about the sex of this individual.
All right, so quick question. Just on that note, who would you seek out? If you, from your perspective, you're a male, who would you seek out?
If
For
I-
your massage?
if
For
I
your
was-
massage,
okay,
who would you seek out for
if-
your physical therapy?
if I was
who would you
looking-
seek out for?
If
Massage
I was looking for rehabilitation, I would seek out a male. If I was looking for relaxation, I would seek out a female.
I get it. I have to differ from his answer
All
a little bit
all
on
right.
all aspects, from the women's standpoint and from my personal standpoint. Like, so for my wife or for my, significant other, I'm only cool with the dude if I'm in a room.
Ooh.
I'm a fold this guy. He do the wrong thing. You feel me? And so like,
Wait a second though. I have a couple questions about that. So let's say you're not in the room, right? Does the wrong thing. And wifey comes out and she's like, listen, up until such and such point, this and that.
then he slid his hand too far.
So what I'm saying is, do you have to be in the room to get the correct information, or do you trust your wife enough to relay this information to you?
Ask yourself the question: does your wife or your significant other need to be in the room when you
Get a massage.
are getting the massage, or on the just ask yourself. Treat yourself how you want to be treated.
All right, Mark, go ahead, answer the question.
Nah, it's a good question. That's actually excellent question. I hadn't considered it in that format. I would trust my wife to let me know, honestly.
Right. So you really don't have to be in the room when it happens.
I guess, but I want her to feel comfortable, so that's why I said I would be in the room, because my wife's not always.
That does make sense. That makes sense.
She still kind of squirms when I touch her, so like. I'm just joking, but So anyway, I'm gonna fold this nigga.
If he does something out of pocket,
like a lawn chair.
If he does something out of pocket, he's gonna get folded. I get it.
Okay. So back to me. If I need a massage, you. What was the question again? Where would I go, or who would I seek out?
Who would you seek out? Who would you seek out?
So I said
a woman
that
or a man.
if it was
a woman or a man.
So for our engineer's sake, who was out of the fucking room when we were talking about this,
Welcome back,
Senor Engineer. So basically, I said that if it was for physical therapy, I would seek out a male. If it was for relaxation, I would seek out a female masseuse.
I got you.
All right,
I got you. So for physical therapy, I'm definitely not seeking out a male. I'm seeking out a female for every situation. Even if she's Olga.
Why?
I just prefer Olga touching me. I don't want that nigga touching me. I don't want no dude.
You feel more comfortable with a female?
I just feel relaxed. Like I'm used to my mom and my aunts. I was raised by women. I'm always
But then
more
for
comfortable
female,
around women.
I'll speak for myself, but I would say the same. I prefer a man.
Absolutely.
That's stronger. That if I need something a little bit more pressure,
and that's why
I just feel like he will be able to
as
do it.
men
That sounds like some bullshit. Like, yo,
What?
nah.
Why?
I'm just playing.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
No, I agree. I'm just more comfortable with a light touch, a woman's touch.
I agree. I am more comfortable with
I
a
don't do
woman's
nothing.
touch, especially when they're massaging your skin. Hey, welcome back. So, guys, we kind of deviated a little bit. We kind of started the topic of massages and masseuses and whether you would prefer a male or a female masseuse.
Can I retract something real quick just before you all the way transition back? I get the transition. Listen, I ain't
Go
gonna
ahead,
say
Mark.
that, but listen,
Mark, transition.
just for the sake of my wife listening to this, I'm fine with a male or a female. I trust my wife. Everything's all good. Like, I'll sit in the lobby and wait. And, cool. It is what it is.
Honey knows what's best.
All right. Unfortunately, we have like 93% of our staff that is either married or engaged or spoken for. And I am the only single person. That's right, ladies.
So scary, ladies. So scary.
Yeah,
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, you can end up with anything.
So, guys, you guys all have and live with your significant others. So what I want to know as a single person, because I obviously am not experiencing this, what is going on? Is your sex going up or is your sex going down?
Down.
That's an excellent question.
I just moved in with my significant other a couple of months before the pandemic.
She said a couple months. It's almost
So
a year.
y'all
Been a year,
don't
been a
lie.
year.
No,
It's been a
before
year,
the
it's been a
pandemic
year. You guys
started
are
now.
peaking.
Come
Been a
on.
year, been a year, babe.
No, it's not.
All right. So what? Okay. First of all, let's start with the first person that said down, which is Sonia. Go ahead, Sonia. Speak your mind.
All right. So, first of all, me and Linda married. She's not married. I have kids. She doesn't have kids. So for me, actually,
And Linda's your younger sister,
She's
correct?
married.
Correct.
She's married, guys. All right,
Alright.
she's married.
I'm not.
so
My man Jose's like, she's not available, motherfuckers. All right.
So no, you're home, stressed out, kids all over. You don't really have time for yourself. Even if you want to be cute, you want to spend some time on the side. I'm all about kids also being with us. So I'm like, yes, might be a negative, but I do accept like kids want to cuddle, kids want to be in the bed. I know you guys have a lot to say about that. And I'm like, cool, but it's not all the time. And then like if I reject the kids, no, go to your bed, go to sleep. I feel like I'm being a
You're
bad
mean.
parent. Like I'm mean. The kids just look at me, and then who caves in?
Well,
if it's the girl, my husband caves in, and he goes cater to that. If it's the boys, I cave in, and it's like so we both go at it.
Wait a minute.
That
we
little
have
girl
a
has-
very, we
has
have a
Davy
very
wrapped
good
around her
topic here
finger.
to discuss.
that's actually
now,
interesting.
That is very interesting to me that when the female children are looking for attention and affection, the dad caves in. And when the boys are looking for attention and affection, that's pretty much like man the fuck up. And the mom
Exactly.
is like, come on.
I'm
down.
their lawyer.
My puppies need me.
This is really interesting though, because like
I mean, I have
think I
both.
can relate. 'Cause
You
in my
have all
dynamic-
girls, so yeah.
So it's usually what you said in the beginning. Like I always feel that way. It's usually not me. I don't care for my girls though. Like maybe because I have all girl, the mom just needs to be gentle, and she's still the one that like lets them cross those boundaries and everything. And I'm like,
You're used to
wildin'.
it.
Yeah,
You're
So
used to it.
just for
That's
our
your norm.
listeners' sake, Mark has all girls.
yeah. I got
And
3 girls.
he's still not the good cop.
Yeah, still, I can't win.
His wife is the good cop, and
There's
he's
no
the bad
winning,
cop.
dude. There's no winning. Like, yo, so there's literally no winning. The dog's even a chick. When you live in that kind of household, you just do what you're told. You ask for food. You know what I mean? You do what you could.
Wow.
said
When you get
ask for
really
food.
fed up, you cook on your own. Like,
But wait, But
What
on
do you-
the
what do
other
you-
side, though, being home, it does take you back to the old times because you got to be tricky, sneaky. And, sometimes that makes it fun as well. Even though it might not be as often,
say again.
Wait a minute.
Wait,
so
what?
She's
what do
trying
you-
to not.
let's go back
She's
to the
trying to be
tricky
subtle,
sneak.
but she's saying
Sonia-
to
Sonia
bring in a
says-
quickie.
You have to bring it back to the old times.
Tricky,
It's
sneaky.
gotta be
Tricky,
tricky,
sneaky.
sneaky.
So that
We
does
wanna know
become
what that
exciting
means.
Tricky,
Niggas got a name
sneaky,
for that.
quickie.
Oh,
No,
that's
Sonia
cute.
has a name for that. We don't.
Oh, that's
No,
cute.
that be Davey. got
Now
a
we
name,
know
too.
it was code word,
Yo,
yo.
tricky sneaky.
Right.
Tricky sneaky
Wow.
time.
So whenever you hear Davey and Sonia talking about tricky sneaky, you know what the fuck they talking
That
about.
just
Awesome,
came out
yo,
like,
we just
oh my
won.
God.
Yo, we all won off that. You can edit it out if you want, but you would never live that down. So anyway, we have a name for ours too. But anyway, I won't tell you.
Pineapples. Say
No,
for
So,
that-
yeah,
that's the safety word.
Secret special time. Stop after kids got to a certain age, to a certain extent.
Because you can't
Like
lie
it's-
no more.
Yeah, it's very rare.
Well, you have all teenagers.
Be at your door.
You can't tell these kids. You can't tell these kids, "Hey, we're arguing."
So are
I
you
wish
trying
y'all
to
could
tell
see my
me?
eyes. They be at
So
your
are you trying
door.
to tell me it's only going to get worse?
Sorry, sister. That's
yeah, it's
exactly
all
what he's
downhill
saying.
from there.
That's
For you.
That's a sad
Yo,
reality.
nah. They be at your door like the feds, and they do not understand why it's locked. They be literally mad. Like, have you ever dealt with somebody you
Why are my parents not available right now? What the hell
Yeah, no.
is going
They
on?
are pretty
Dad,
pissed.
Hello.
And I got a feeling they know what's going on, but they're still not happy about it. And they're really mad, and they like display that.
I
and that.
remember
Dad, you're touching
being
my mom.
5
Get
years
off.
old and understanding what was going on, and I was not happy about
Yeah,
it.
I'm not happy about nothing. I don't even want to bring all this up, but like my kids
You
were
have
out
to.
the other day, and they were like, I think they're just building a lean-to in the woods or something, but which is great because it's COVID. I've been in the house for 2.5 months. So I was happy. They're like, look, we're not coming back at lunchtime. We taking some stuff with us. We building this, and we gonna be gone.
That's a
I'm
good
like,
thing. That's a
and
good
my
thing.
and Kay, I'm sorry, my wife was like, you gonna be back around lunch or whatever, like, all worried about what she gonna fix them, and I'm like, yo, stay, like, do you? It'd be fine. They come home when he's starving. They left, and then I was trying to coax her up, to my lair.
Right.
I'm
I
like,
mean,
yo,
the kids are
go
gone.
chill.
My lord,
Why don't we hang out?
Be like, listen, baby girl, what you trying to do? The
Yeah.
kids are going. I mean,
Exactly.
it's a different form of dating where you actually have to convince this woman that
Yo, it's fucking stressful. I don't want to do it anymore.
it should be automatic. There should be
Yeah,
no
it should.
convincing involved.
Thank you.
I mean,
Thank you. Can you please talk to the commission?
You have already
I
said
put the
your
work in.
You have forget the work. You have already said your vows,
Yeah, it's a fact.
not only to a judge in your county of choice,
It should be
but
automatic.
to God. Okay, this type of shit should be automatic, and you still have to act like you're fucking going on a first date. Like, hey, baby, maybe it'd be a good idea since the kids are in the woods. Maybe we should go to our fucking room.
That's a fact. Like, I really feel like I shouldn't have to go through a lot.
So let's.
Well, but I was about to say,
I already- hey,
think
I knew,
back
I knew it was
to the
I
beginning.
knew it was coming.
What should I think back to?
To what what we dealing with.
When we first met?
All right, hold on.
No, when
What
you
should I
first
be
Hold
moved
on.
in. When you first
Linda,
moved in.
what are you guys dealing with? We definitely want to know.
I'm just saying, I had 5-6 months living with somebody that I had been dating for about 3 years, and and that's figuring it out. It's pretty honeymoon phase or whatever, and then boom, this pandemic happens, and it's like now
Wait a minute.
I'm stuck with
Wait a minute,
you
wait a minute,
like
wait a minute.
24/7.
Don't scroll past the good juicy details. So basically, the honeymoon stage was going down before the pandemic.
Oh, what?
Yeah, because I never lived with anybody. I mean, he had, I didn't.
Check you
So
out.
for me, it was like still like all of these movie type shit. Yeah, there you go. Like, honey, I'm home. There's dinner. There's this, and that's not the reality of it.
Wait a minute,
There's-
Jose, were you cooking dinner when
there's-
Linda got home?
There's dinner.
Yo, you did that?
But yo, I can't send him home anymore. Like I miss it. I miss
Nah,
like
he's with
saying
you.
now he's with me.
You own that.
Exactly. And I'm
Wow.
like,
He
move.
goes to the basement now.
That's your fucking car.
I
You can't
can't-
send it back.
Okay, let's
Gosh, I
be
can't. I don't know. That's what I'm dealing with
civilized here.
sometimes. I'm not gonna lie. I want him to go away and he can't.
Yeah, me too.
Yo, you can come. You come hang out with me. I deal with that issue too. Like, so basically, when my wife rejects me in some kind of slight way, like even though it's not full rejection,
That whole statement right there deserves a whole podcast.
nah, like it's a
no,
fact.
it's
episode.
So as a husband,
when my wife rejects me, not if.
as a husband,
When
get used to
my
it.
wife
It
rejects
happens.
me.
It happens.
back.
In my short experience, here's what I learned. Right, what you have to do is you have to make.
You ain't never been rejected.
Can I explain to you why? So basically, what you have to do is you have to make the ordinary, the mundane things exciting, right? You're going to go get groceries, right? And you go and you get your fucking groceries and you pay for them and you're back home and she's putting them away and you're like, you know what? When you was fucking picking up that cheese, your fucking ass looks so good. And then as you're saying, you already have a stiffy and you just place that right between her cheeks as she's putting the cheese away in the fridge. And this is going to lead you, my friend, into marital sex.
Calm down, Kim. You was married for 3 months. Relax.
Yeah, it's gonna lead me to no.
And then your
sex.
teenage kids are looking.
Yeah, that shit don't work. in my
Anyways, it worked for 6 months. I don't know how that works after 7 or 8 years after living
house.
together.
17
No, after kids being in the same household.
All right.
or
different.
17 years. Yeah.
However, I can only share my very short-lived experience.
No, I feel you, and I like that, and I miss that, and I yearn for those times again.
My
But
nigga said
listen,
yearn.
they're
So now,
gone.
Mark, you telling me it's not gonna get better?
No, it's not. So, like, you gotta accept where it's
Okay.
at. So, what I do,
Actually, not accept where it's at. You have to enjoy where it's at because it's going to get worse.
yeah, enjoy these times, savor them. So, like, we got 17 years.
What kind of
That's a
relationship do
lot.
you have? I have a savory relationship.
Yeah, no, I'm savoring every moment, motherfucker. But anyway, so like I realize like I appreciate what I get, and
It
don't
could be.
too
It could
needy.
be worse.
It could be.
It could
Facts.
be worse.
Facts.
All right, let me drop a real topic over here because I'm very curious. So once you get over the honeymoon stage, the first butterflies and the excitement of sharing your living space and your life
Right.
with somebody else. What is it that you have to look forward to? Like once the I want to fucking fuck you in every room that we
Wears
own wears off, right? Like, yeah, we fucked 17 times in the living room, in the kitchen, in the dining room, and whatever. Once that wears off, what is it that you, in a deeper adult sense, what is it that you're looking forward to? Are you looking forward to some sort of partnership, friendship, a combination of both, or is there something that I haven't touched on that
so
that
let me-
happens? Mark, you're the most experienced here, so go ahead.
Like I appreciate your question. That was an awesome question.
Thank you, sir.
It's very timely. Personally, I think if you're just asking me what to expect after all that time, not like what are you looking for? Like, cause I was looking for a lot of shit that I didn't find.
That you didn't
But-
get, yeah.
Nah, I'm just keeping it real. As humans and as a dude in particular, like we be looking. I realize we look for a lot, right? But that's not how life works. But like what I did find is a friend, and we cool, and I could tell her anything, and she get me. I could be hurt and everything. So like, I mean, that's what I need. And you don't need a mom or a sister or anything no more. You just got her. You feel me? And that's beautiful to me.
That That is beautiful. In all seriousness, I think a lot of people definitely look for that, would find themselves extremely lucky to have that. However, beyond the friendship and the companionship that you are obviously getting, are there other flesh necessities that are being met? And when I say this, are these necessities being met at a request, or are they being met at a kind of bargaining station where you have to kind of like maybe act like a car salesman when it comes to shit like this?
Whoa.
No.
I mean, so you trying to get niggas in trouble?
Nah, I'm trying to get niggas the truth.
I don't know how to lie. Honestly, I'm gonna keep it real.
My man, go ahead.
I mean,
So
that's from
basically. Go ahead. Nah, you want to speak for her?
no female
You got her?
perspective is different.
She told you they were together. So
Wow.
I'm gonna just keep it
No, I'm
100.
talking about-
Like she was with my wife the other day, so my wife might have told her. So like, if you want to speak for my wife, like God,
No,
Wait a minute.
negative. I'm talking about me personally, Sonia. Point of view.
All right, so
I don't
go
think.
ahead.
I mean, first to your first question, I think it's both. I mean, after all this time, you know the negatives and positive. You know what the person is and what can they offer and not offer. You're pretty much not complacent, but you understand what they bring into the table, and you're okay with that, and you love that person unconditional. So at this point, it's actually everything. It's still gonna. I don't feel like you should like turn down your expectations just because you live with that person or are with that person for that long of a period of time. And to your second question, I personally, every time I want it, it happens. I don't have to like
Wait a minute.
bargain for it or
Wait
like.
a minute.
So like,
okay. That's not
What?
appropriate,
but like
No.
later on, I do feel, and I'm sorry, there have been times that maybe my husband wanted it and tiredness, school, past midnight, not being there, kids exhaustion, it's so much. And to be understanding, I think I give that a lot of props.
All right, but wait a minute. You just contradicted yourself.
No,
Because,
I'm talking about what I do when I want it. I get it.
Oh,
Be nice.
Like, yeah, I got a question. Can I ask a question?
Must
motherfucker.
be nice.
Can I please ask a question? Yo, how the fuck does that work? There's periods where you have a desire and you go to your husband and say, you need to put it down. And he never
My biggest
denies you.
desire is
Here's the elephant in the room. We as males reach our sexual peak in our late teens and early 20s, while
Just say when you're
females
32.
reach their sexual peak when they're in their fucking 40s, yo. So I don't know how that works out.
That's a fact. I'm just trying to figure out if these requests come to you at times. It's like if y'all can answer that question.
I just
first.
wish I knew this early. Because I'm dating somebody that's older.
You dating an older man?
Yeah.
I
What are you
still
trying
need
to
to
say?
know an answer about the request.
I'm just saying, because I'm younger, so.
You send requests?
Wait a minute. If it's less than 5 years, I don't think it has any type
It
of.
don't
It's
count.
It
at
doesn't
5
count.
years.
It's more than 5 years.
At 5 years.
It's at 5
At
years.
5 years?
Nah, they got a valid conversation because yeah.
No.
I think your conversation
no.
is trivial.
No. It's not. It's not. We
Nah.
gonna keep it real.
Yo, if you listen to these arguments,
We gonna keep it real and we gonna keep it moving. Right?
Yo,
We gonna keep it real. We gonna keep it
keep it
moving.
real, keep it
Perfect.
moving.
Yo,
Perfect.
it's when you want it, you want it. When you get it, you get it. When you can't get it, you
So
can't
are you
get
using
it.
my teacher stuff of you
How
get what
often
you
does
get
that
and you
happen?
don't
No,
get
no,
Let's
upset?
not go there.
nah, let's
either.
talk about it. Like, because I
doesn't-
really want to feel like if I'm being neglected.
No. I don't.
no,
The way
because
I feel.
It's
well, it was a personal
it's-
thing
it's a-
for me
it's a
because
matter, like-
at one point my husband said he was the only one
Initiating.
I
name.
wasn't, so I listened, and even though
Must be
for me
nice.
was a big hump, it was a big hump to come over.
I'm sorry.
Must be nice.
It was a big hump for me to be because that wasn't in me like persona, but wow.
Persona.
I'm gonna have to go smoke. But listen, I'm just end on this note. Like, that's some bullshit. I lodged that complaint years ago. Like, I got 17 then. So I lodged that complaint in like
It's a
year
long
4.
time,
and then
man.
like year 8, year 7. Like, I lodged that shit all the time. Nobody came back to the commission.
Damn, Mark, you got bunned up early,
Nigga,
dog.
don't be bringing up my past. I'm a happily married man. My wife is beautiful. I wouldn't be where I am without her.
God bless.
But
God bless.
Yeah. I'm very lucky. Yeah. Let me get them
Go
claps.
pay.
Let me get them
Whoop,
claps.
whoop.
Like my wife out
Whoop,
here. Bang.
whoop.
But like, yo,
God
I done
bless, God
said
bless.
that exact same thing, and I don't know that we had a.
But I'm not saying like, okay, you guys must be saying like it's always too. But I'm just saying I'm just putting my part more to it. I was,
You were neglecting your husband.
Wow,
and then you
no,
changed, and
no, because as females, we like that. When they initiate, we feel also loved. We also feel need. We feel wanted.
But you also have
I was
control.
being a man.
I was
like,
being
come
selfish,
here.
and that
But
part,
you
I
also
liked
have
it.
control.
Well,
We do.
so
I can't control your penis.
No, but you control. If we ask,
I mean, I'm gonna
if
tell you
we
something.
ask, you have control
if
of knowing
you
yes.
can't control my penis, we have no business together. I'll tell you that right
Facts.
now.
That's true talk.
So we're going to transition into the final thought portion of our podcast, in which all of our members are going to give their final thought on the topic. And the topic today has been COVID-19 loving. My man Mark loves the motherfucking topic. You know what I'm
Bang
saying?
bang. I do.
And so basically, I'm going to start it off. And I think my thoughts are as follows. When you're single, I think it's a free for all. Basically, I think that you never know what to expect, and you actually have to adapt to things that are coming your way because when you are not in a committed relationship, you have no ground to demand or expect certain situations. So the singles navigation map looks very wide open to me when it comes to a more committed, stable relationship. The jury's out on my end. I think my fellow podcasters are going to be able to give you a more in-depth synopsis of what's going on over here.
Synapses.
So
Synapses, baby.
Space,
Y'all motherfuckers know about
fun, though.
synapses.
Like, it sounds fun to have a lot of not knowing what to
Freedom.
expect, and it's free. Yeah. Is it fun? Like, just answer that for us.
Well, I'm going to be honest with you. It's extremely fun, but I would give it all up for the security of having my twat wait for me at home,
Wow.
Yeah.
So my final thoughts are really, for me, it's been a learning experience, and really I've been getting to know my partner better, been getting to spend more time with my partner as well, and getting to know, really, to be honest, how much there is to do around the house. There's always something to do around the house, Really, it's been fun. It's been really, can't speak for everyone else, but I can speak for myself. And for me, it's been an experience where I've gotten to know her better. I've gotten to, interact with her more and spend more time together. And more is better. More is better.
Okay. Well, from my perspective, like the COVID-19 pandemic and quarantine situation has been very interesting, to say the least. I would say from my vantage point, it's been very, initially, I want to say it's been very positive because when we were fortunate enough to move during the pandemic, like right in the beginning. And so, thank you. In the beginning, like we were really clashing because it was a lot of stress just moving and doing all that, right? And then the move and moving into your new place and everything like brought us close together, and we were spending a lot of time together because we were home and blah, blah, blah. So it kind of resolved a lot of issues, right? Like that weren't really issues. So when you're married for too long, like you have issues that aren't really issues. You don't even know why you're mad, like, but you be mad. I would say that. But like at the same time, what's crazy about it, it's also negative at the same time because like I feel like it just changed into a dating scene again where my wife is like holding back at times. And I'm like, right here, like I cooked yesterday and I did 10 things. Like before it wasn't that hard. Like I feel like it's getting harder and it shouldn't be. So now I be stubborn and I just don't even try. I'll be like,
Wifey's like, Mark, where you at? Mark's like, I'm right here.
It's nowhere to go. It's literally nowhere to go. And I think she's using that against me because she knows there's nowhere to go. And she like, this is what you got, motherfucker. Like, what are you going to do? You better bend to these rules and all that. So, yeah.
My experience has been, and I feel like I told my significant other about this previously, but I just always said you got to like the person, like for who really, who they are. I've had experiences where, everybody tells me like, you got to love the person and stuff like that. But you love people that you can't stand as well. So I feel like if you like them, then it's all going to be okay. Y'all can work it out. Patience comes in and y'all can talk about it. But if you don't like them, then that's a problem. Because then I'm going to always look at you and just be like, ugh, I can't stand you. So if I like you, then it's all good.
All right. So for me has been positive, to be honest with you. Work has taught me to stay home, enjoy the kiddos. School-wise with kids, wow, I must say much respect for teachers. It's a lot, especially with elementary. Being at home, I do have a new appreciation of having a little social life outside of being a mommy 24/7 and, being a wife. It has been a little bit hard and challenging, but props to all these home projects have kept us busy. Even though there's time that I just want to just not do nothing and just have a maid and not be able to do nothing outside, what's expected. But, at the end, it's all done for love. So, I'm just happy to still be safe, be able to help family. I think that's pretty much it.
Hey, big shout out to Sonia. She's a frontliner and she's putting herself at risk for the rest of us. And I appreciate you for that. And this is a real clap. This isn't motherfucking
dedicated to Sonia.
There you go. Thank you, guys. Much love. Aw.
All right, guys. So this is gonna wrap up this episode of Lessons Learned, No Guarantees. Thank you so much for joining us. This is going to be audio only. We hope that you enjoyed it.
And before you go,
okay, my man Jose got something to say.
We do want to bring importance to the issues that are happening at hand right now.
All right.
We want to be able to provide links for you to be able to donate to the Black Lives Matter cause. And the little bit that you give will become a lot in the long run.
It's an important movement, y'all. These events have been brought to our attention for a reason. And I hope that the reason is for change and continued progress in our racial relations. Because we need that. Not a lot of people address the fact that we need improvement in our racial relations, but we do. As a whole, as human beings. I personally don't, but y'all motherfuckers do. All right.
You have been listening to Lessons Learned, No Guarantees podcast. If you enjoyed today's show, don't be selfish. Share it with a friend. Never miss an episode and subscribe on Apple Podcast or whatever platform you use. Please rate, review, and find us on YouTube and social media. We're out.